How to save a dying betta fish. Betta fish, also known as Siamese fighting fish, are beautiful, elegant aquatic creatures that can live for up to 6 years. Females typically live longer than males. They are hardy pets, but they can run into health trouble, often caused by unclean tanks, water conditions, and overfeeding. Method 1. Preparing for disease. Keep a first aid kit. Pet stores often will not carry betta fish medication, meaning that you will need to order it online. If you do this after your betta fish gets sick, it will likely be too late. Complete first aid kits are available online. However, you can try to save money by ordering the necessary supplies separately. Basic medications include betazine or Betamax, kanamycin, tetracycline, ampicillin, jungle fungus eliminator, Maricin 1, and Maricin 2. Prevent illness. Most betta fish ailments are caused by improper feeding and cleaning. These will be examined in greater detail later. However, a few things to always keep in mind include: clean the tank regularly. To keep it clean, do not overcrowd with too many fish, add aquarium salt to water, and disinfect the tank. To limit the spread of disease from one fish to another, immediately remove dead fish, quarantine new fish for 2 weeks before introducing them to a tank, and wash your hands after handling fish. Do not overfeed fish or allow food to rot in tank. Know how to recognize the first signs of illness. The most obvious way to tell that a betta fish is sick is to observe whether or not it wants to eat. If it is not eating or appears unexcited at the sight of food, it is likely sick. Other signs of illness include a less vibrant color or strange discolorations. Other signs that your betta fish is sick include rubbing against items in the tank as if to scratch itself, swollen, protruded eyes, raised scales that protrude out toward you, lethargy, and a fin that is clumped together rather than spread out. Method 2. Treating specific ailments. Begin with water and food. Most fish illnesses can be addressed by thoroughly cleaning and disinfecting the tank. With all of these conditions, try this approach first, and then move on to medications if you don't see improvement. Keep track of the symptoms in case you need to consult an aquatic veterinarian to treat your fish. Immediately remove a sick fish from a tank. Treat a fungal infection. A fish that has a fungal infection will be paler than usual, will not be active, and will have clumped together fins. Most noticeable will be the white, cotton-like patches on its body. Eliminate a fungal infection by cleaning the tank and treating fresh water with fungus eliminator. Repeat every 3 days until visible signs of fungus have disappeared. Treat the water with betazine or Betamax to dissolve any remnants of the fungus. Fungal infections are typically the result of a tank that has not been properly treated with salt and aquarisol. Fungal infections are highly infectious, so this disorder should be treated rapidly. Quarantine infected fish. Treat tail or fin rot. In this case, your betta fish's fins and/or tail will turn black or red along the edges. The fin will appear to be dissolving and getting shorter. You might see holes or tears in the fin. Clean the tank once every 3 days. Add either ampicillin or tetracycline into the water to treat it. Repeat until your fish's fin ceases to show signs that is still losing tissue. Put some fungus eliminator in the water to facilitate recovery. The tail will repair itself over time, but might not obtain its original luster. If not treated, this condition can progress to the point where it begins to eat away at your fish's body. Ultimately, it will be fatal. Treat swim bladder disorder. If the belly of the fish is enlarged, the fish might have some blockage that needs to be corrected. You might notice an absence of excrement in the tank. The fish might have trouble swimming upright, swimming instead on its side or even upside down. This is a sign of overfeeding. The condition can easily be treated by reducing how much you feed your betta fish. Treat ick. Your fish will have white dots all over its body and will lack appetite. It will also try to scratch itself against items in the tank. It is highly contagious and is the most common cause for fish fatalities. To treat ick, you should raise the temperature of the tank to somewhere between 78 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit over 48 hours. Add formalin or malachite green to the water. Treat velvet. Fish with velvet will hold their fins against their body, lose color, refuse to eat, and scratch against the gravel of the tank. It is treatable, but can be hard to spot. To verify that your fish has velvet, shine a flashlight on it and check for a light gold or rusty film over its skin. Treat velvet by cleaning the tank and treating the new water with Betta Zinc. Velvet should not occur if you have been treating your tank properly with salt and water conditioner. If your fish contract velvet, you should reconsider how you care for the tank. Treat Popeye. If one of your fish's eyes is budging out, then it has Popeye. Unfortunately, Popeye is not caused by a single condition. Sometimes it is treatable, but other times it is not. If several fish exhibit signs of Popeye, the water condition is likely at fault. Test the water and replace 30% of the water daily for 4 to 5 days. If one of the fish has Popeye, it might be a bacterial infection. Remove the fish to a separate tank and treat with Maricin or Maricin 2 until it shows signs of improvement. Occasionally, Popeye is the result of a serious, untreatable medical condition. If your fish does not respond to treatment, it is possible that nothing can be done for it. Check for dropsy. In cases of dropsy, your fish's stomach will begin to swell. When it swells, it will cause the scales to project out like a pine cone. It is not a specific illness, but a sign that your fish can no longer regulate fluids. It will be fatal. If caught early, dropsy can be cured by aquarium salt baths and medicines. However, since it is hard to see what kind of medicine to use, the wrong one can make it worse. This is hard. Vets can help. If the betta is severely affected, euthanizing it is an option. Dropsy is not contagious, but it could be an indication that your water parameters are off. Check them and consider replacing your water. Consult an aquatic veterinary specialist. An aquatic veterinarian is one that specializes in treating fish. They are not as common as vets who treat cats, dogs, and other household pets. Don't forget like and subscribe my channel and click on bell button for more videos.